Good morning, teachers and students. I'm Alexa Hernandez.
And I'm Ana Gomez.
Today is February 17th, and Mass News starts now.
Growing up in Florida, we have access to a variety of public parks. One of these parks is the Billbags Cape Florida State Park. The park has a rich history, and we have more info with Mass Discovery.
A lot of Miami citizens complain about Miami and it not having enough nature. Well, Billbags State Park is an exception. I'm Julie Sandoval, and this is your Mass Discovery. Billbags State Parks offers a bunch of nature trails, a bunch of different trails actually. Those mangroves back there, and you get to see the ocean view perfectly, clearly. And a lot of people come here to ride bike, jog, exercise. You see a lot of joggers here coming to practice for the Olympics. Right here you have a dock, and a lot of boats come here to just chill out, and they stay maybe an hour or two. It's a very good place to come.
Billbags is one of my favorite places to go because it's off the beaten path. A lot of tourists like going to South Beach, even Crandon, and all those other beaches that get very overcrowded.
The park even features a lighthouse where you can see all the nature and the trees from the top once you climb up.
Billbags is very family oriented, and it has a lot of deep history, rich in history. It has history going back to the 1800s. It was one of the first army posts that we had out here. It even has history going back to the Underground Railroad and the Seminole Indian Wars that we had going on here.
As you can see here, I told you there's a lot of paths. This is a bike trail. As you can see, there was a young man that just took this trail down. Down here are the mangroves. I was not kidding when I said there was a great view of the mangroves. Here it tells you can see all over this area right here. Not only you can see the mangroves, but you can see tarpon, snook, gray snapper. A lot of people fish here. This is a great view right here. It's beautiful.
It has great fishing. It has a nice little grill called Boaters Grill where people in their boats can pull up and they even spend the night with their families and what have you. It's a nice little getaway. It doesn't feel like you're in Florida once you're there.
I'm Julie Sandoval, signing off. That's it for your Mass Discovery.
It's a student's nightmare. It makes everyone anxious. The dreaded FSA and EOC. Many students take different approaches as to how they tackle this academic beast of an exam. We have a few students and teachers who gave us some very helpful tips on how they're preparing for the FSA and EOC. Standardized tests are an obstacle that students must face frequently. Students take different approaches as to how they study for these exams. Some teachers gave their thoughts on how you should prepare for the FSA and EOC.
To prepare for testing season, I first have to receive all of the testing materials and maintain them in a secure location throughout the months of April, May, and June. I also have to schedule all the students to test in different computer labs. I have to train all the teachers that are going to be acting as proctors, and once all of the testing is complete, I pack all of the tests back into boxes and return them to the publishers.
What I do to study is basically I get the main points from the textbook. I put them down and then I study them at nighttime. I don't know if it's just for me personally, but when I study at nighttime, I find it much easier to memorize the points throughout the week up until the test.
In order for you to prepare for testing, the best thing to do is get a good night's rest and have a good breakfast the day of your test. In addition to that, if your teachers are giving you any study packets or materials to review, make sure that you study with enough time to be prepared for your FSA testing.
And now you know what you can do in order to prepare for the FSA and EOC. I'm Ana Gomez, signing off.
The Miami Heat had a 13-game win streak until they lost to the Philadelphia 76ers. What happened during the game? We have sports with your answers.
The Heat now own the longest win streak this NBA season. Hi, I'm Tugi Lambo.
And I'm Marco Valls, and you're watching Mass Sports Center. Basketball is a game that has a very popular pastime here at Mass. In fact, some would even argue that it's the most popular sport here. Although in Mass Pier is treated as a friendly, competitive sport, we rarely consider that others treat basketball as a total way of life. The players of the Miami Heat are players that live and breathe the game. The Heat own the longest streak of this season, and recently went off to win 13 straight games. Now to Tuki with more information on the Heat streak.
Dion Waiters was out when the Heat went against Brooklyn and Philadelphia. He was out due to an ankle injury. They lost to the 76ers 109-117 Saturday night, causing to break the Heat's 13-game win streak. This historic run was the longest win streak of a team under 500. No one expected this from the Heat this season. This is also the longest win streak of a team without one All-Star in their roster.
I think that we'll go to the playoffs. Right now we're on fire. We have hot hands. But I don't think we'll go far. We'll probably make the 8th seed and have first round exit.
I think the Heat will make it to the playoffs because they're in a winning streak, and overall their team is great. They have Whiteside, Dragic, great players. So yeah, I think they will make it to the playoffs.
Thanks for watching.
This has been
Mass Sports
How
Center.
do I pronounce this word? Pneumolitriscal. You know what? I give up. How expansive would you say your vocabulary is? Maybe you're a vocabulary aficionado or your terminology needs some improvement. We have our mass correspondents at Entertainment who decided to put some students' vocabulary skills to the test.
It's Isa, and this is...
¿Qué?
Many words are mispronounced, misspelled, or undefined by the student body. Other words are unknown by our youth. Now to Jenny with more information.
In this segment, we'll be asking random students in our campus to define challenging words. Let's see if they can guess it.
What is cacophony?
Cacophony. Is it like a harsh noise or like sound?
Did you search that up?
No, it was a part of my vocabulary.com like 2 weeks ago.
Barbiturate.
That's a bad word.
No.
A drug that has to do with a seizure.
That's what I said.
Is that correct? Your word is admonish.
To be honest, I don't even know if that's a word. I've never heard that word. And I have a pretty good English teacher. And she's never brought that up, so I don't know if that's a word or not. It happens a lot. I get admonished a lot then.
Your word is nuptial.
Huh?
Nuptial. I'm feeling nuptial. I don't know, is it like a type of feeling?
Oh yeah, what does that mean?
I don't know. Nuptial.
Oh, getting married!
Oh yes, getting married.
Thanks for watching. This has been Mass Entertainment.
Thanks for watching. I'm Alexa Hernandez.
And I'm Annette Gomez.
Don't forget to subscribe down below and leave a thumbs up on Mass News.